All right, we've got Mark Winterbottom here at the MCG ahead of the Sandown 500. Frosty, welcome back to the driver's seat.
Yeah, thank you.
First off, I haven't spoke to you since you won in Darwin. First off, a milestone win, not just for you, but it would have been great for Team 18 as well, because that trophy cabinet, while it's got a couple in there, it doesn't have its race win yet, but it would have been a great weight off your chest.
Yeah, it was. It was a great, just great for everyone, to be honest, because it had been quite a few years since I'd won, and then obviously for Team 18 was their first win, so I think it was 338 races that they'd had to win it. But I think it kind of shows what Team 18's about. It's Charlie really puts a lot into it, and so does everyone who works there, and we're building. And when I joined there, I could see good things were going to happen, and you hope it happens overnight, but it just doesn't. Like, sport is very tough. So, it was great to, build towards something, get a win. First trophy was a didgeridoo, which was quite bizarre because we've got this trophy cabinet that I think Charlie thought would fill with shiny silver trophies, and we've got two didgeridoos. But, great moment, and kind of gave the team belief that once you get one, why can't you get two? And that was a really important moment because, like I said, I think we've got a great crew, and until you can prove it and get the result, there's always that little bit of doubt. So that's gone, and on our day we can definitely win.
You've got the Sandown 500 coming up this weekend, obviously. Teaming up with Michael Caruso, that's going to be a lot of fun. You know what it's like to win there. You've done it twice, and the last time you did it too, it was on the way to a championship. So you slowly, as you sort of said, Team 18 is making some strong inroads here, so you must be pretty excited to team up with Robbo.
Yeah, I am. I think if you ever need to go to a track to boost your confidence up, Sandown's been it for me, because even on the toughest years, we've qualified top 5 there and had really good car pace. So there's something about it that works. But, I'm confident this year. I think it's these big races, you need everything in the crew and the background to be right, because so much comes down to, car speed's everything, but then there's preparation and what can go wrong. And, there's so many factors with brake changes or pit stops or strategy or driver changes, and there's so many outside influence that can cost you. So this is the best Team 18's ever been prepped, to go racing. We've got the right crew around it to go. So if we're fast enough and we have a clean run, then we should be half a chance. And Caruso is super comfortable in the car. He didn't like the old one, the Team 18 one, but he really likes the Camaro. So he's happy, and if the little Italian's happy, then we're all happy.
I just feel sorry for the shifter, because that's going to get an absolute workout, I can tell you that. But talking about Gen 3, though, because it is a brand new car, and we've seen you guys that have been through the blueprint era and car of the future and all that sort of stuff, you've adapted pretty well. I don't want to say the old guard, because, everyone's still young at heart, but what is it about Gen 3 that's kind of made it go old school a little bit for guys like you, guys for JC, and even David Reynolds as well? Yeah,
I think the fact that you don't need an engineering shop's big, because sometimes if I guess the old cars, if you had a car that was whatever pace, you had what you had until you could go and start the CNC machines up and build $50,000 uprights and re-engineer the thing, where now it's literally numbers. So you can see a car finish literally last 1 week and go out and put on pole the next week. Even Saturday night to Sunday, you can see it turn around really quick. So, for me, experience is the memory bank of changes, and the car's understeering. Setups still setups. It's really refreshing that you don't have to say, hey, build an upright with this scrub and this caster and this toe and this, and hey, I want it next week, and can you pay? It's just the way you go racing now is different. So I think it's really invigorated a lot of the older guys, but also experience on how to make changes is in the memory bank too. So a few factors, and then they're a bit more, you got to muscle them around a bit. So they'll never be as hard to drive as the old H patterns when the gear shift wasn't working or the gear cut and there was no cool suits and the windows are up, and those days were brutal. But there is a bit of rawness to this car, and I think it kind of levels everything out a bit. So I'm enjoying it. It kind of, although you're 42 years old, you feel it's a new challenge, so you're trying to grab it and hungry to get results. So I think that's probably why, it's my opinion, but some cars suit some drivers too.
Looking forward to 2024, all new lineup at Team 18, a Bathurst winning duo, your old teammate from the Pro Drive days. You and Dave should be a hell of a lineup. I mean, last time you two sort of were in the same team, you won a championship, he came third, it was career best for him, so you both must be chomping at the bit, or maybe you just remember what it was like to be teammates with Dave and you're not looking forward to it that much. Which one of the two would you say it is? A bit more excitement?
Yeah, I love working with Dave. We get along really well, which is great. And there's no ego, I think if he wins and I finish second, I'm actually genuinely happy for him because, if the team can move forward, and like we did in that Tickford year, literally we're all racing each other. So we're taking points off each other, but not off everyone else. So we learnt that we could race without crashing, and you'll have your day, and then, okay, I've got you tomorrow, and it's not planned, it's just how it worked out. So, I really like working with him, and we actually get along really well outside, and Tahan and Renee get along really well, and I don't know, it's just a chilled environment, which suits him, suits me as well, and it's looking forward to it. But there's still a few little things we need to do at the team to get it better, to be week in, week out race winners, and the crew's working really hard to kind of get on top of that. So, for Dave, I think he's rolling in at a time where the team is best placed, and there has been some hard moments, but when he comes in, it should be pretty good. I think he's going to come in and reap a lot of hard work, and he'll do well. He's a good driver, and when he's on, he's on. So I look forward to seeing his data and seeing him get results, because if he is, I will too. So we'll work together.
And obviously keep him out of trouble as well. But Frosty, mate, it's been a pleasure to join you once again on the driver's seat. Thanks for giving me your time, and good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.